What's going on, everybody? Hope you had a great weekend. Monday morning is here, and we have an update on Donovan Mitchell from Charania of The Athletic. We're going to break all that down in today's show. But first, if you wish the trade already happened, maybe this weekend or Friday or Thursday, if you just want the trade to be over with, I want you to like this video right now. We have a Donovan Mitchell trade rumor update from Charania, but first I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Mint Mobile, a cell phone provider that offers plans starting as low as $15 per month with unlimited talk and unlimited text. We'll tell you more about them later on in the show, but you can get started by going to mintmobile.com/chatsports. The reason for today's show, Charania kind of put a little Shams bomb, if you will, out on Twitter this morning. Put out his Monday morning piece, and he said, talks so far have moved slowly and the sides are far from an agreement. There's been a lot of stuff over the past couple of days. On Thursday, a deal was supposedly done via a radio station in Salt Lake City. Then Tommy D on Twitter this weekend said a deal was in the 90 to 95% completion rate. And look, I'm not going to believe it until Shams or Woj said it. I do still believe a trade get done. But let's take a look at what Shams had to say in his full write-up on Donovan Mitchell. He said, meanwhile, eyes and ears around the league also remain fixated on the Utah Jazz and New York Knicks engaging in trade talks surrounding Mitchell. The Knicks asset pool, up to 8 first-round draft picks, and young players such as Grimes, Quickley, and Toppin gives them a clear opportunity to acquire Mitchell. But sources say talks so far have moved slowly and the sides are far from an agreement. With 3 years remaining guaranteed on Mitchell's contract, the Jazz are not operating with a sense of urgency and have the time to evaluate the best offer for the 25-year-old. The Jazz have held firm on setting a high bar on any potential Mitchell deal, and they expect to be patient throughout the process. For now, the Jazz will continue to evaluate incoming calls and seek ways to balance their roster. I still believe, no matter if the talks have slowed or if the sides have not come close to an agreement, I still think a deal gets done, and it really comes down to this. The Jazz have what the Knicks want, and the Knicks have what the Jazz want. Both sides have what each other want. The Jazz, they want young players, expiring deals, and a lot of first-round picks. The Knicks, they want a superstar. They want Donovan Mitchell. The ties are there. If you don't know already about the ties, you need to go back and watch a couple of videos. But we all know the Knicks want Mitchell. The Jazz want what the Knicks can trade. We're going to continue to break all this down, but I want you guys to get active in the comment section right now. With Sham saying a deal doesn't seem all that close and the sides talks have moved really slowly, I want to ask you this question. Do you think a deal gets done at this point for Donovan Mitchell? Type Y for yes, or you can go down and type N for no. Guys, we are less than 70 subscribers away from 11,000 subs on the channel. If you're looking for a Knicks News and Rumors channel that does nothing but put out videos every single day, this is your one-stop shop. We're trying to get there today. For the past 4 weeks in a row, we've gained 1,000 subscribers, so I want to keep that pace going. If you want to get to 11,000 subscribers on today's video, go down right now and hit that big red button. My producer's laughing in my ear because my L3 right here, and this might be a pause, but my package has changed, and I probably should have, included some more words on that. But my trade package for Donovan Mitchell has changed. I slept on it. The emotions have been taken aside. My trade package for, geez, this is brutal. I am not including Toppin in a trade for Donovan Mitchell. I thought about it a long time this weekend. I spent a lot of time with myself, watching other Knicks content creators' videos, and I told myself this weekend, I had a lot of time to myself, I'm not trading Toppin. That's the player I will not include. I'm standing firm on that. I'll give you Quickley. I'll give you Grimes. F them picks. We'll talk about that in a second, but I am not including Toppin in a trade for Donovan Mitchell. One thing I am doing, though, is switch it over to Mint Mobile, because they have plans that start as low as $15 per month. unlimited talk and text, high-speed data on the largest 5G network out there. They offer you mobile hotspots if you're trying to help a buddy out. Do whatever you got to do. Offer some Wi-Fi. Get started today. mintmobile.com/chatsports. Look, inflation sucks. We can all agree at that. Spend too much money at the grocery store. Spend way too much money at the gas station. Look, save a buck or two. Go to mintmobile.com/chatsports. And you may have heard of Mint Mobile before. They're owned by the famous actor Ryan Reynolds. He's going to help you get straight away and save some money. Go to mintmobile.com/chatsports. I'll put the link to that in the comments and description of today's video. A reason that I decided that I'm not trading Obi Toppin is because I went back and looked at what the Minnesota Timberwolves were offering for Rudy Gobert. They gave Malik Beasley, good player, no doubt about it. Patrick Beverley, he's going to be cut. Walker Kessler, he was a first-round pick in 2022. Jared Vanderbilt, he's okay, and I don't even know the last guy's first name, so that tells you everything you need to know about that. But 4 first-round picks and a pick swap. So 5 firsts, Walker Kessler, whatever you want to call it, 6 firsts, and Malik Beasley. Look, Obi Toppin is better than any player the Utah Jazz received for Rudy Gobert, and I am not willing to part ways with him. At this point, it's still F them picks and keep the kids. I want to keep Quickley. I want to keep Grimes. I want to keep Obi Toppin. And I've said it on a couple of shows. I think you got to give up 2 of the kids, but I'm at this point in the negotiations, I'm only trading 1. I'll give you Grimes, and I'll give you 6, 7 first-round picks. I'll give you Quickley and 5, 6 first-round picks, but I'm not trading Obi Toppin. I won't do it. He would be the best player in a trade going back to the Jazz, including in the Rudy Gobert trade. I'm not doing it. Obi's staying in New York if I were the GM and I was taking the calls for the New York Knicks. But is Obi Toppin a deal breaker for you? If Danny Ainge said, look, we're not making this trade unless Obi Toppin was included, would you do it? Would you include Obi in a trade for Donovan Mitchell? I want to hear from you. Type I if you would include him, or type L if you would leave him out of the deal. In that Charania article, he also mentioned 6 other teams that have had talks and are in contact with the Utah Jazz with Donovan Mitchell. The Washington Wizards, Miami Heat, Toronto Raptors, Charlotte Hornets, Sacramento Kings, and the Atlanta Hawks. When I look at all 6 of these teams, only one thing comes to my mind. These teams can't beat a Knicks offer. And it's really that simple. The Knicks have the most to offer. If they want to get a Mitchell deal done, if they want him that badly, they'll make it happen. And why do I say the Knicks have the best offer that can't be beat? It's because what the Utah Jazz want. They want picks, expiring deals, and cheap young talent. Well, the Knicks, they can trade up to 8 first-round picks. They have expiring deals in Derrick Rose and Cam Reddish up to $19 million. And they have cheap young talent in Quentin Grimes and Immanuel Quickley. I'm not even going to list out Obi Toppin because I am not including him in a deal. This is my final take on this. If the Knicks really want Donovan Mitchell, it will get done. If they truly want to see him suiting up in the white, the blue, and the orange for the New York Knicks, Donovan Mitchell will get here because we have the assets. We have everything that Utah wants. It really just comes down to how much are the New York Knicks willing to pay. And sometimes when you really, really want something, and even though people are telling you not to do it, you're willing to overpay to get the deal done. And if the Knicks want him, they will have no problem overpaying because sometimes in a league like the NBA that's driven by superstars, you got to pay a little more than you want to land a big-time player like Donovan Mitchell. We're going to continue to break this down, but I want to let you guys know I'm tweeting about the Knicks all day, every day, and I'm trying to get up to 2,000 followers on Twitter. So give me a follow at MarshallGreen_. And everyone that follows me, just send me a DM. Let me know you came from this video. I'll make sure to follow every single one of you guys back. It's fun. I like talking about the Knicks. Hit me up. Let me know you came from the video, and we'll chop it up about the latest Knicks news and rumors. And the latest one is also from Charania in that write-up. He once again linked the Knicks and Russell Westbrook. This was the part of the article he said that. He said Utah, New York, and Indiana are among the teams that have discussed deals with the Lakers involving Russell Westbrook and draft capital. There appears no deal imminent in those conversations as the overall trade market plays out over the next 2 months of the offseason. No, the New York Knicks do not want Russell Westbrook playing basketball for the New York Knicks. This is a salary dump. They want to match the salary. Whether that's Julius Randle and Derrick Rose, you got to get up to about $40 million in cap space because Westbrook makes $47 million. But the Knicks, this is a salary cap dump. They want to get off that Julius Randle deal because the Knicks' plan is to clear cap space for 2025 when the new TV deals are set to enter the NBA and send the salary cap to the moon. Remember when the Golden State Warriors signed Kevin Durant? Why were they able to have so much cap space after just winning 73 games or whatever they did? It was because a new TV deal inked and the salary cap went to the moon. And that's once again going to happen in 2025. This is what Forbes had to say about that. They said, according to a report from Jabari Young of CNBC back in March, the NBA is looking at almost tripling the numbers of the current TV deal, aiming for over $75 billion that will compensate the league with $8.3 billion annually. According to a league source, projections that a $171 million salary cap is possible, assuming no cap smoothing by 2025. So 171 in 2025, but 135 in 2024. That's the projected cap in 2024. 135 in 2024 and 170 in 2025. The cap is going to go to the moon. And the Knicks, if you've been paying close attention, have been putting their ducks in a line to be ready to spend big-time money in the summer of 2025. The descending deal with Jalen Brunson, the descending deal with Mitchell Robinson, the trade talks of dumping Julius Randle's salary so they can get Russell Westbrook and get off of his $27 million deal in 2025. The Knicks, they want to get Donovan Mitchell. They want to pair him alongside Brunson and R.J. Barrett. And then in the summer of 2025, they want to strike while the iron is hot and sign another NBA superstar to put the Knicks back in contention in the NBA. It's going to be wild. 2025. It's going to be a great time to be a Knicks fan and a fan of the NBA. The deals you're going to see are $200 million, $300 million. Those are not going to be what you're used to, and that's what's going to happen. But we'll end the show with this question. Would you trade Randle for Westbrook plus draft capital? Maybe a first-round pick and Russell Westbrook for Julius Randle. Let me know what you think. Type T for trade, type P for pass. For me, for all the reasons we talked about, the salary cap going up, if you land Mitchell, I'd do it. No doubt about it. You get off of Julius Randle's deal, and hopefully you keep Obi Toppin, and he slides in to the starting power forward spot. Next year, this is the starting five I want to see. Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, R.J. Barrett, Obi Toppin, and Mitchell Robinson. That's who I want to see. I don't want to see Julius Randle out there. I want to see these five guys, these youngsters, making it happen next year for the New York Knicks. I appreciate everybody that's made it this far in the video. If you did, you're a real one. You could drop one in the comment section for a real one roll call. Also, hit me up on Twitter. I'll follow you back. Just let me know you came from this video.